Now let's get into movies. Movies was a little bit bigger than anticipated, so, I mean, it is what it is, but let's jump into it. First up, we do have some follow-ups. Shazam! Fury of the Gods did do a reveal of the new suit for Shazam, and it looks pretty freaking good. Looks a lot closer to the comic book, circa like late 90s, early aughts kind of time. Another follow-up we have is Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness / Loki. Rolling Stone has proof that what we got in WandaVision and what we're going to get in Doctor Strange and what we could have gotten from Loki has all been changed pretty dramatically at the very end of the airing of WandaVision into the creation and filming of Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness. And for reasons, man, we're not going to get into social politics here, but that's what it seems like are the reasons, are social political reasons and not reasons that benefit the story, because Feige is saying that the reason Doctor Strange was written out of the end of WandaVision is because he didn't want Doctor Strange to save Wanda. He wanted Wanda to shine on her own, and it's not really what we got now, is it? And there's a way to have done that. There's a way to have brought in Doctor Strange at the end of WandaVision and not had him be the white man savior. He could have come in and tried to fight Wanda. He could have come in and tried to set this world straight and then had Wanda overpowered. There's so many. This is lazy, socially, politically motivated garbage. And that's where we're going to leave that one. We're moving next into our last piece of follow-up news, and that is Thor Love and Thunder has officially wrapped on principal photography. Sorry, I know that word. Yeah, so that's pretty big news. Now we go into post, and then we go into all the marketing, and then we go into reshoots, and so on and so forth. So we still are a little ways away from the movie being done and ready to hit theaters, but this is a pretty big milestone, so it is newsworthy. Now we're moving into actual news, and what we have starting things off is Broken Earth. The Broken Earth trilogy of books has been optioned by Sony for production purposes to be made into movies. The author of the books, NK Jemisin, is going to be the one who pens the screenplays for the movies as well, so that's pretty awesome. Stephen King, J.K. Rowling, not a whole lot of authors have been able to do this, so that's pretty significant. I am not myself well acquainted with the Broken Earth trilogy. I am familiar with its existence. Couldn't tell you what it's about, really. I've never read it. I am interested, though. So maybe one day when I get through my stack of books that I'm reading or need to read still, I will get into that. But we're moving on. Our next and last piece for movie news is Super Mario Brothers? That's right. The movie that came out in 1993 is in news today because there's apparently a director's cut of this movie that was lost to time. And somehow, some way, some fans had a copy of the VHS version of the director's cut. And for the last, I believe it's 3 years, they have been working to restore the lost 20 minutes, extra 20 minutes of the director's cut. They have done this. It is completed. You can go watch this. I believe it's free, but though don't quote me on this because I haven't followed the link all the way through yet, but it is at the Internet Archive. You can find the link to it to hopefully watch it down in the show notes / video description. Yeah, I am morbidly curious to see, because it's 20 freaking minutes of this movie. It sounds like there's some dark stuff that got cut, there's some more mature oriented things that got cut, so on and so forth. So Yeah, this is gonna be the response portion. Let's have a conversation about that, because over the course of the next week, I would imagine I will have the time to watch that version of this movie. So let's have that conversation, won't we? If you're on one of the audio outlets and you're listening to this, find me on the socials. Generally nerdy on pretty much everything. Just look for the Nerdy Ninja. That's me. And yeah, that's what we have for the movie section there, nerds.